In my non-super professional opinion, one of the coolest things you can do with a deck of playing cards is a one-handed cut. And man, this is a good one. What you just saw is the one-handed cut called the MUSE cut created by Henrik Forberg. And in this video, I'm going to be providing you a quick tutorial along with my insights on how to maximize your performance with this move. So let's do it. As you've just seen while I was performing, the MUSE cut looks something like this. And nope, that's the judo flip. The MUSE cut looks like this. Although I wouldn't be surprised if the beginning of the MUSE cut was based off of the judo flip because they both start off in a similar fashion. So first things first, you're going to start off by holding the deck in an elevated straddle grip like this. You have your middle finger, ring finger on one side, thumb on the opposite side, index finger on top, pinky finger on the bottom. And of course, it's not touching the palm of your hand. There's plenty of space, as you can see right here. From here, you're going to move your middle finger up to the corner it's closest to, and you're going to move your thumb down to the corner that it's closest to. All right, and from here, what's going to happen is you're going to lift up a small packet of cards with your thumb. Now, the amount of cards that you lift up can vary. I would say using a thicker stock deck, like a premium stock or a normal bicycle stock, I would recommend somewhere between 5 to 10 cards. If you're using a thin crushed stock deck, I would recommend using a little bit more, maybe like 6 to 12, because this way when you're lifting up the cards, they wouldn't bend as easily, and if the cards bend as easily, this move does become a little more difficult. So once you've lifted a small packet of cards, this packet of cards is held between your middle finger and thumb. The other fingers can touch it. You can see my index finger is making contact with it, but it's not using it to really grip that packet. It's just there resting on top, while the other fingers now, the pinky finger and the ring finger, will be controlling this bottom packet here. One more time, get into position, lift up, and now you're going to use your pinky finger and your ring finger to kind of pull this packet down like this. Let me see if I can show you from another angle. Now that you know how you're pulling this packet of cards down here, the biggest issue that I had was these cards would keep on falling out like this. So the way I adapted to that was whenever I do this, instead of keeping my hand completely flat like this, I kind of tilt it forward slightly. This way these cards are now stuck in here. They're kind of, just in this corner, and I'm much less likely to fall out in this direction. So we're here, boom, boom, make sure this bottom packet is gripped tightly. The next thing I'm gonna do is spin the small packet that we have on top like this, okay? And we're not spinning completely, not doing a full 360 degrees, but we're spinning till about here, maybe about 270 degrees, okay? So we're gonna leave the last 90, we're not gonna do those. And the way that we're spinning, going into more detail in this part, we're moving like this. As you see, when we're pulling this packet here, this top packet becomes almost horizontal. Now we're going to come over with our index finger and push on this corner like this. It's going to curl in, and then we're going to slightly straighten it out. Not straighten it out all the way, otherwise it'd be a full 360, but something like this. And let me show you this from another angle. Now that we have the deck in this position, most of the hard work is done. The next thing you'll need to do is kind of grab this packet quickly between your index finger and your thumb, right? And the way you're gonna do this, check it out, like this. And now as this is still spinning, we're grabbing like this, okay? And it's a little difficult to show on camera without having the cards fall, so let me try to slow it down a little bit here. And I know this will be difficult to do because when I first started doing this, when I got to this point, there was too much pressure built up and these cards kept on flying out. But I guarantee you, with enough practice, you will be able to turn this and grip it like this. Okay, let's say you made it past all that, you got to this position. What do you do now? Now, using your index finger, you're gonna turn this packet over the thumb. So it's gonna come from here to here, okay? Again, this may not seem like the easiest thing in the world, but I promise you with enough practice you will get it down. So the way we're doing that, turning this over, gripping, and now the index finger, you'll see, watch what it's doing. It's kind of pushing back like this, and the thumb is slightly shifting down here, making it easier for the finger to push. So it'll go like this, and then you release with the index finger, and as you release with the index finger, you'll see my thumb is pressed against the base of my palm here, or the base of the finger itself. Let me show you that one more time. It's a little difficult. Here we are, like this, then you let go, and you'll see my thumb is completely flat against the rest of my hand. So it lands right here. And this is the easy part right here. Then you just use your thumb to kind of close it and bring it all together. One more time, bing, bam, boom, close. A few things to help you out while you're learning. I would recommend using a thicker cardstock, as it definitely helped me when I was first learning this move. And another thing is, in terms of sweat level on your hands, this is difficult to do if your hands are sweaty or even moderately sweaty. I'd recommend, like, not that you can control this, but I recommend like almost dry hands or a very small level of sweat on your hands to really do this effectively. Otherwise, you'll see the cards kind of start splitting when you're at this position. They split like this, or when you're doing this, they may get stuck on your hand like this when you're closing. So try it out. I'd recommend using not sweaty hands, but sometimes you just can't control it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this move, and if you want to check out some more cardistry, click on this video right here, and I'll see you there. Peace out.